Welcome to Pop It's Culture, the show where we break down the trends, dive into the classics, and keep it real with the biggest moments shaping entertainment, music, and more. With your host Javie leading the way and the rest of the Run It Back podcast crew by his side, we're bringing the hottest takes, the freshest perspectives, and all the vibes you need. So sit back, turn up the volume, and let's pop off.
What's up, world, and welcome back. It's your boy Javie here with my boys. What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Nothing much. What's up?
I can't do it.
Welcome back to another
You'll get there.
episode of
You'll get
Pop
there.
It's Culture, and happy belated Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I hope you all had a good Memorial Day, spent it with your family, and reminisced on everything and everyone that came before you and are here now.
Hope you had a good cookout like
It's
we
not
do.
Memorial Day, it's Labor Day.
Do you want to restart that?
Yes. No.
I was getting.
This is fresh. This is
Okay,
gonna
I
be
was gonna
fresh.
say, like, I
Y'all
was-
all caught my shade.
Yeah.
That's where my head is. That's where my head has
I
been
was
all
getting
week.
ready to correct you, but I was like, wait a minute.
Authenticity.
was
I
it
like
Women's Memorial
authenticity.
Day?
We are going to just roll with it, okay?
Roll with it.
Yes.
Roll with it.
This is Pop It's Culture, baby.
Yeah.
But
For anything
happy
goes.
Labor Day, belated Labor Day. I hope you got to spend it with your family and enjoy and reminisce on past Labor Days with other family that's no longer with us. So, and happy Labor Day to my crew too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Power to the
Yes.
workers.
Glad to
Yeah.
have been off from work.
Man,
Man.
long weekend.
Extended weekend.
Yeah.
Oh God, we love it. We
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on today's episode, this is not going to be a really long episode, but there are 3 things that I do want to go kind of talk about that has happened in this past week that I found kind of interesting or feel like the internet finds interesting because it's trending.
Yeah.
These are topics that are coming up constantly on my feeds when I go over to Twitter X and I look in the trending category, or over on TikTok and look in their trending categories. These are the things that stick out the most. These are the hashtags that I'm
Right.
seeing.
Shit,
Let
Okay.
us know. Let us know.
feeding
So the
algorithm.
first and foremost, I've already showed you all the pictures
Right.
of Miss Cardi B, who had a civil case. So this civil case was kind of angled around a scratch. So allegedly she scratched somebody in the face with her nail, but it was like a little nick. It was a very small scratch. Well, apparently this scratch magically grew into this gash that needs plastic surgery.
Wow.
Apparently. Or this scratch, I don't think it's a big scratch because you didn't say anything until a long time later. It's a whole case, okay? But anyways, that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is Miss Cardi B's looks on one day in court. She had 3 different looks on. The first one was this little boy haircut with extended sideburns. She looked like an Asian boy with her suit on. It was a black suit. I didn't have the full image of it.
To the Asian boy.
She looked like a little Asian boy.
Honestly, I think it looks like Mo from the Three Stooges.
Oh, wow.
or that.
Yeah.
But so
got
that
the
was
Mo
the first
haircut.
The
look.
bangs.
Yeah, that was the first look.
Yeah.
And then she came back and she had blonde hair. And this is when she got on the stand and testified. I mean, you kind of talked about that before the episode. They were asking the weirdest questions, like irrelevant questions. Like, for example, he asked her how long her nails were.
Well, if the case was about her scratching somebody, then
Yeah. He's like, do you think that your nails are about an inch long? And she's looking at her nails and she's kind of like, I think that they're about less than an inch. She said, but it just depends though. And he was like, so are these able to be taken off? How long does it take you to take them off? Or how long does it take you to get a full set? She was like, well, these are just glued on. She said, but if it's acrylic, it can take 4 hours to take it off or get it put on.
I see where he was going with this. The
And
strength.
then he was like, so your hair, is that your hair? Is that a wig? Is that extensions?
Oh yeah, we don't need those questions.
And
Real
she's
like weird softball ass
come on.
question.
yeah,
Jumping
and
her
she's
judge.
like, she starts laughing and she kind of like looks over at him. She's like, "It's a wig. It's a wig."
Yeah,
He
I
was like,
literally
"Well,
just had two other ones on.
And then he said, "Well, you got the good wig on today.
Oh,
Well, you got the good wig on now." Or it was something to the effects of that. Don't quote me on it. It was like to the effects of, yeah, very like, he was like, no, he said you got the expensive hair on. Is what quote me. He said you got the expensive hair on. So then after she gets down from the stand, so all these outfit changes are happening during the recesses,
Right.
like the long recesses. Then she comes back and she's got that classic Cardi B look. She's got the black hair, the wavy body wave hair with a cute outfit on. And my question or my misunderstanding is, why did Miss Honey need to change 3 times?
Yeah.
That first look made her look guilty as hell. And then after she started changing and doing all these, like, it was just like, are you doing this to please paparazzi?
Well, she probably changed the first time because her counsel was like, "Hey, you might want to go change real quick.
Yeah.
go change that look real quick."
You give and set it off.
right.
Well, I said it might be habitual, like I said, from where she's a performer and she's used to, 2,
Yeah,
3
that's
wardrobe
true.
changes. She's like, this is like how I live my life now.
Oh, this is clockwork.
Exactly.
This is what I do for work. I'm gonna give it to you,
Yeah.
even if I'm in court.
Or maybe she's trying to mind fuck everybody by just like subtle changes
Yeah.
each
It
time.
wasn't me. It was the blonde haired girl.
Yeah. Oh my
Got a
God.
split personality. I-
Mental illness.
There you
I
go.
plea insanity.
That's
Can't
what I
you
was.
see
That's
it?
what I was thinking.
I'm
I
so
was-
crazy that I changed outfits 3 times in one day.
I was thinking
Yeah.
that. I
and
was
this
thinking
time, I'm sitting 3 centimeters to the left.
All,
Yeah.
all for being sued over a scratch that
I
she can
know.
pay for.
Yeah.
Doing mold
But I
work,
get why she's in court. She's like,
Hey,
honey, I
It's
didn't
the
scratch on
principle.
my head.
Yeah.
The principle of the
Yep,
thing.
yep, 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 yep.
Yeah, but I thought that was interesting for something
Three Stooges.
something juicy that came up in the trends. The second thing that came up in the trends was what are their names? It just left me for a split second. The Monsters brothers.
Menendez.
The
Menendez,
Menendez
yeah.
brothers, yes. So they had put in for parole and was denied. Both of them were denied.
Yeah.
They put in for parole after that movie came out,
Mm-hmm.
because they felt like it kind of showed their innocence,
Yeah.
and it they felt like depicted pretty much exactly what happened,
Their side of the
assumably.
Yeah, because they didn't
Um,
have like they got the story off like the documentary company. They got the story for themselves. Like they didn't.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like their told story of what they would say it would
Yeah.
be. You know what I mean? So
So they had put up for parole, and both of them were denied. The older brother was denied first, and then the younger brother was denied second. But yeah, and people, the internet is kind of like separate on it. They're like divided on it. Some of them are like, well, they done a lot of time, and like their crime was of passion because of all that they went through. So I think they've learned their lesson. And the other people's like, well, they're murderers. Like they unalived their mother and father and had no remorse in the days following and all of that. Even though in the movie, the younger brother did. If that's an actual prediction, whatever. If that's an actual depiction, that's what I'm looking for. The younger brother he was scared. He wanted to tell
Yeah.
them. So, but yeah, they were both denied, and neither one of them will be eligible for parole. They have to put up for it again, I guess, in however many years it gave them. I forgot how many years it was, but what do y'all think?
I mean, it could be just my opinion, but I think I'm kind of on the fact of
My bad.
like you said, the crime.
It's tough.
It is tough because I mean they did unalive people,
Yeah.
you know,
And
in a brutal way.
Yeah, and the law is a law. And if you've done it once on one side, you'd be like, how do
Yeah.
we know that if you
And you
let
did it to the
go-
people that gave you birth.
Yeah, like you might go do it again. But at the same
But-
time, circumstances.
Yeah, the people that gave them birth did some
Fucked
crazy
up shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
did some crazy shit to them. So it's
And even then, if they did like get parole and kind of get let out, like bro, they've been fucking institutionalized at this point. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's really no telling like how it would go. And I think that might be also one of the reasons that they get
Put an ankle
denied.
monitor on.
Because if they get out and something crazy happens, everybody's gonna be like, "Who the fuck let them out?"
Yeah.
Damn.
Now you're being prosecuted for letting them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Cha-Cha? You think they should get out? You think they should have granted parole? Or do you think they need a rot? Like a rock.
I've seen the story.
Oh,
I've
like
seen
a
this-
rock. Why did that come up in my head?
I'm trying to remember, because I've seen the story. The issue is, were they really abused, or was that just something that they? Because that was their
That's their
defense, that they were abused.
Yeah.
And so first thing, I had a hard time believing that, because this is like 1989.
No offense,
I'm
and
kinda-
not trying to tell your age, but do you remember that story breaking? You do? Were you younger than them? Or were you all around the same age?
I think I was older, but I wasn't much older. I was
You're
like
probably in your
20. I
early
was like
20s.
20. I was like 21.
Yeah.
I was 21 when that happened.
Yeah.
So I was
Because I think they're close to your age.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were teenagers when they killed. I might be
Yeah.
older than them, because I think they were teenagers when they killed like young adults, like 19, 18.
Yeah, I think the youngest one was 19 and the older brother
Yeah.
was 20
So
or
we were
21.
about the same age. And it was just hard to believe that, hard to believe for me that they were being abused. But you just never know behind closed doors. But
Yeah.
it's hard for me to say.
Said the daddy was wearing them out. Honey.
Yeah, it's hard to say let them out when they killed their parents, both of them.
Yeah,
It's
that's what the internet is saying.
You know,
Yeah,
this your
but being
parents.
your parents doesn't put you above.
The acts of violence
Right,
that you
yeah.
engaged
Right,
in.
but that's the emotional side of it. It's saying, but you killed your parents. You know,
Right.
that's the
Yeah.
emotional side of
Oh,
it
yeah.
for me. And so that's what's working on me. But at the same time, there is a part of me that believes that everybody deserves a second chance, especially if being at the age that they were, and everybody has an opportunity to repent and be internal forgiveness, turn around mentally, because we don't know what they were going through mentally, especially at that age, because now we've all done stuff at their age, not to that point of needing to be locked up for life, but our older selves could be like, you know what, if I had a chance to go back in time, I wouldn't have done that. I would have done something differently. I would have,
Right.
I wouldn't have jeopardized my freedom, because I know at that age I've done stuff to jeopardize my freedom, not killed, not attempted murder or nothing like that, but I've done stuff that could have taken away my freedom for a long time, or been in those type of situations. And so, but the older me is like, nah, the older me would tell myself, I was just young and stupid. So at the same time, we all have an opportunity to grow and reflect, about the choices that we made. I don't know if it pertains to them, but some people deserve that. And depending on what they've done in while they're in there, because they give you an opportunity to better yourself.
My thing is, I can't really name which one is which, because I feel like their names were backwards in the actual documentary TV show or whatever it was that was on Netflix. Than it was here. I think their names were backwards. But whichever one of them in that depiction was the one that was like, had no remorse. Like, honey, he was out shopping,
that's
living
what I'm
his best
saying.
life, whoop de whoop de whoop. And the
After it.
other brother's like going through therapy and crying and losing
Yeah.
it. Like, I feel like if anybody should have got parole, it should have been that one.
Right.
The one who actually felt something.
Yeah.
Yes.
That showed that. Yeah.
Yes, I can't tell you. I think it was Eric Menendez, but on this it says he's the older brother, so he was the tall one in the TV show. So I'm assuming that was the older brother. He's not the one that set it up. It was the younger brother that had the hairpiece. So the younger brother's the one that set it up. He's the one that was not remorseful at all, honey. He wanted to go spend some money. They about to live their best lives. They going on trips, going to beaches,
Yeah.
getting houses in other countries and shit. He's the one that needs to rot, to me,
Because it seemed intentional.
because it seemed like he's the one that
Orchestrated this
orchestrated it,
Yeah.
and made his other brother carry it out. Even if he did do it willingly, he still had remorse for it. He still showed like how bad he felt by doing
Well,
it.
yeah, but wasn't the younger brother the one, like you said, the one that didn't show the remorse? Didn't he get the worst end of it though? On what the parents were doing?
I think that he got it after Kyle got it. Kyle said that he was the
Lyle.
Lyle.
Mm-hmm.
Lyle got it first.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Who was the
I'm not
oldest one?
That's what I'm trying to
So
find out.
whichever one was the tall one in the TV show, he was getting it the worst
Yeah.
because the other brother wanted it to stop, and he said he wanted it to stop. So the dad started doing it to the other brother.
Yeah.
So he was doing it to the boy. What I got from the documentary was he was abusing the boy with the hairpiece for a really long time.
So
And then he said he wanted to stop. So then he started doing it to the other boy, the really tall one. So the tall one in the depiction was Eric.
okay, Eric's the
Lyle-
youngest. He's the youngest.
Lyle was the one with the hairpiece.
See, this is where I need my wife to comment on this show because she
Lyle's-
knows the whole story.
See, the shit-
Comment, yes.
Lyle's the oldest. Lyle's actually we're the same age.
Yeah, so Lyle was the one with the hairpiece in the show. He's the one that was abused first. And he's the one that the dad ripped off the hairpiece in the show. He was abused first, and he went to tell his dad he didn't want to do it anymore. So the dad stopped with him and then started to mess with Eric. And that's when he said that he saw that his dad was doing it worse to Eric, and he didn't want him to do it to his brother too. That's what convinced Eric to join in with him. But then Eric felt more remorse about it than Lyle.
I just can't understand how they thought they were going to get away with it. Like, what was?
They were young.
Yeah, and it was more. I don't think they thought that far ahead. I think they were like. I think Lyle was like, "We gonna do this, and then we just gonna live our best lives."
Yeah.
That was all that was on Lyle's head. And Eric is just going along with it.
Yeah, he was like, "We're gonna do this.
That's my big brother.
We're gonna do this and finally be free."
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he convinced him that like doing this was the only way they could be free.
Yeah, yeah. So Lyle is born in January of '68, and Eric is born in November
Of 70.
Of 70. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like a year and a half apart.
Yeah.
So we got in '89, depending on when it was. With him being born in January, he was Lyle had to be 21 because he's born in January, so he had to be 21.
And then the other one had to be like 19.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 18 going on 19.
That's how it was in the show too.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, I thought the internet is raving and going crazy about it. I had to bring it to pop its culture.
And it's been going crazy since the documentary because that's what brought up them reopening the case and re-examining everything because in '89 that's what people thought was they was the claim of them being abused whatever was hearsay, you know what I mean? So but now it's like they can actually prove stuff to where that if that was the case, because I mean it was one of those things on if they were being abused, that can bring in a mindset into desperation.
Yeah.
And you want to be free.
Yeah.
And once you get
By
that
any
free,
means.
and then when you get that freedom, I mean, you're going to try to live your best life because I mean,
he was living it a little too strong. He was really living his best life.
He had the money too,
and he was forcing his little brother to do the same.
Well, he was just he was just kind of get him to go and like do like for free now.
Yeah, and in the show, you also saw that Lyle was the harder one to get the the jury to convince that he was innocent in doing it out of like passion or pain and not out of like rage.
Yeah.
He was the one that was like pretty much
smiling
tanked
in
them.
court. Yeah, smiling
He pretty
in
much
court.
tanked them in court in the depiction.
Yeah.
What actually happened in court, because they ended up firing the person that was actually like trying to really help them.
Yeah.
Or people started quit on them and stuff like that. Like they were guilty.
Yeah.
But it was all up to the question of whether it was passion or if it was like revenge or
A little bit of both.
rage. But
A little bit of all of the above.
yeah, so moving on from that one to something lighter. So I've been watching Big Brother. And this is season 27.
Damn.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's litty for sure. I don't think I've seen a full season of Big Brother. I think I've seen episodes here and there, but I got hooked on this one. It's so good. It is so much drama. It is so dramatic and juicy. If you like dramatic and juicy, like they have to stay in this house, and live together and do challenges. Somebody becomes the HOH. Then they get to pick 3 people to get put on the block, and then you have to do the veto games. Then you have to do the blockbuster, and then somebody gets eliminated. And then the next time you got to play a game to go for the new HOA. Like it is insane.
So that's
I
why
think I want to audition for it.
So that's why like people on Traders and stuff they get scared of the people that's on Big Brother.
Yeah,
But they also
because you're lying and manipulating the whole time.
Yeah,
and
plus
based off the shit I've been doing that I'm not happy about it. I think I'd be great on the show.
Yeah, you heard it here, America.
Try out.
I think I'd be
see,
great.
I think I would be great because you also the some of the games that they play is for immunity too, right?
Yeah.
See,
That's the
I'm
veto.
that dude,
Yeah.
right? I'm that dude.
Yeah.
I just want to go in there clear conscious, like I ain't got to do nothing.
They
I'm
got a
good.
comp beast on there.
Yeah.
They definitely got them a comp beast.
Well, every game show has their comp beast that's just like piling through the episode, piling through the competitions, and like,
No, it's so this particular comp beast keeps getting put on the block. And he keeps on winning. He takes himself right back off the block. He's a comp beast. He is a comp beast. And there is a veteran that they put back on the show to play with these newbies.
Ooh.
And this veteran,
cutthroat.
yes. And
I like when they do that.
Yeah,
they also know how to play the game. So first was real hard. Like them and the comp beast who wasn't a comp beast then were going tit for tat trying to get each other out. Now they're working together to be the two final spots.
Yeah.
But everybody around them sees is starting to see what's going on, but they also starting to see the bullshit with the other. Oh my God, it's so good. I don't want to give away too much. I don't want to give away none of it.
It's kind of like the season of Trader that had Boston Rob on there.
I can't wait for
And
that.
I know.
He actually came on to so Big Brother has another like spin-off that happens during some of the episodes, of sometimes it's its own episode right after the episode. It's like a recap on the episode and they have special guests.
Yeah.
Boston Rob was one of them. Who else was on Traders with Boston Rob? White guy, really almost pale. He came in, he was in one of the cages. It's not Will, but the other guy.
Oh,
He is one of the hosts of it.
Okay. Yeah.
He's one of the hosts, and it's another girl that's the host. And Boston Rob was on one of the episodes, kind of recapping it and giving his take on who he thinks has got the good game.
Because like I said, like Traders, it kind of like opened up me and Tamara's eyes on some of the game shows that they was coming from because the way they was playing. It was kind of like we wouldn't go back and watch the series of Survivor that Boston Rob on, aka Disco Rob. That's why I mixed up his name one day and I was like, let's see what Disco Rob's doing. And she looked at me and was like, what?
Not Disco. Not Disco Rob.
So where can I see Big Brother?
It is on Paramount Plus.
Oh,
Okay.
I have
Hey.
It's on Paramount Plus. And with Big Brother films 24/7. So if you want to watch the live feed, you can go on Paramount Plus and watch the live feed of what's actually going on with when there's not an episode out. You can go and just watch the live feed of what they're doing in the house. Go to different cameras and everything.
Right there.
Yes, that's why I'm like, I love it. I need to be on there.
I haven't watched it in a while, but it sounds intriguing.
It
I'm
is.
gonna have to
It
go
really
back.
is.
I have Paramount
Because I'm
Plus.
keeping that
You
HOH
said
house
it's episode
every
20
episode. They gonna hate me. No, because once you win the HOH, the next time the HOH competition comes around, you host that competition. You don't get to compete.
They shooting
So
for
you would
you,
want
bro.
somebody that's in your alliance to win it, so you're safe and can play for the next one to win it again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, boys. Oh, boy.
let's play. But yes, I had to end it on a really good note because Big Brother, it just excites me, and I think talking about it kind of brought the energy up a little bit with at the end.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yes, Paramount
We're
Plus.
definitely gonna check it out. That sounds interesting.
And they have episodes that come out like 3 times a week, and the live. Like I said, you can watch it live anytime. Like I'll probably watch the episode that came out yesterday, today, and then I'll watch the live for a little bit while I do my nightly ritual. Yeah, so that's all the time we have on Pop It's Culture. I hope you got the tea, because we got the tea. It's juicy. And always know that we are going to pop that culture. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Deuces. Peace.